All right. Good morning, beautiful people, and a very beautiful Monday morning to you. Blessings of the new week and blessings of everything beautiful. All right. So, how you guys doing? How are you? How is family? How is business? How was service yesterday? Did you go to church? Or are you a Muslim? So share with me in the chat how your money is going, how you're faring, how life is, basically what's happening around you. How is Akwa Ibom? I know a lot of you are joining in from Akwa Ibom. How is my state? Is it raining this morning? I heard it's been raining for days. What is happening in your zone? Which local government are you? So just share with me in the chat. Local government you're joining us from, how you're faring, how business is faring, and any other thing you want me to know, you want us to know, right? So it's another beautiful day for us to enjoy a very beautiful content again this morning. So thank you so much for joining us. Sincerely appreciate you for coming around. I'm going to be looking at the chat shortly to see everybody that's here. So I'm going to look at to see who came first. Olaren Waju Oladipo. Thank you so much, guy. Thank you so much. Thank you for commenting first. And I'm not here alone. I'm here with my colleagues and friends. Lorianne, you see Lorianne against a blue spanner. I can see she's been conversing with you guys in the chat already. Okay, so do well to say hi to Lorianne. Lorianne is joining us from Cameroon. And in the back end, I have Judith. Judith is joining us from Benin Republic. So do well to say hi to Lorianne, say hi to Judith, and ask them how they are. Ask them how they are faring. Ask them how their country is. Nigeria is fine. I know Akwa Ibom is fine. Uyo is beautiful. And wherever you're joining us from, I know you are good, right? So thank you so much for joining us. And it's going to be another very interesting time as we speak on use social media tools and use marketing tools and social media to grow your brand, to grow your business online. Okay, so my name is Udema Bonesien, and I'm happy to meet all of you from Akwa Ibom. I'm an Akwa Ibomite too, right? And it's going to be a great time. I'm a lead trainer with Impact Her, and so I'll be doing this for the next couple of minutes. And a big shout out to Awandek for making this session possible for all of us to come here and learn. So a special welcome to Welfan Essien. You bear my surname too, Angela Yang, Awandek Center. Thank you so much, sir. Favor Fyong. Who else is here? Mfoniton, Etienne Ekarika, Andre Song, Blessed Etam, Favor of Young again, Blessing Henshaw, Suto Henry, Judith, Emmanuel Edets, Glory Magzet, Inyang Medium, Oka Ndubusi, Udeme Emmanuel. Hi, my namesake, how are you? And Gabriel Ekong, Foniton, and everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. Please, as you join us, do well to say something in the chat. And if you can't chat, that's possibly because you've not activated your YouTube channel, right? So what you need to do is sign in, click on the meeting link, then be sure you're signing in with your YouTube. Sign into your YouTube using your Gmail, right? And then you see something like activate channel at the point where you're supposed to be chatting. So click on that, and then it's going to open up that channel. What you need to do is just refresh your YouTube. Maybe just close it and open it again with the same link, and then you'll be able to chat. All right. So I want everybody to be able to ask me questions, and let's converse. Keep the chat busy. Thank you so much, Victor Ezekiel, Adasa, Imuzai, Etomedates, Loving King, Kennedy, Young Medium, Ada Grace. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining us once again this morning as we share this very interesting topic. Please make sure you keep Lorianne busy in the chats, right? Keep her busy. So she's going to be there to answer to all your questions or your queries. When you have questions, don't hold back, right? And I hope you have questions for me too. Questions from the last sessions we had and questions from this one we'll be having, and even things that just fly into your head you want to ask us. Feel free. That's why we are here, right? And don't forget, the attendance is going to be shared along the line. So you need to stay true. enjoy the contents, learn, and then when the attendance is shared, make sure you sign because that is what we'll be using to send the certificates to you. And I hope you have a writing material beside you where you can get to jot down a few of the tips and tricks we'll be sharing here that will be useful for you, your business, your brand, and everything you are doing. Right? So once again, I'm super excited to have you join us to enjoy this session on use marketing tools and social media to grow your business online. Right? So my name is Udemaba once again, and Lorianne is in the chat. She's going to be my moderator from Cameroon, and Judith is in the back end from Benin Republic. So do well to say hi to them. And just some regular housekeeping, please hit that thumbs up button, number one. Hit the subscribe button, number two, if you are yet to, and turn on that notification bell, number three, if you are yet to as well. And most importantly, hit on that share button, copy the link, invite a friend, remind a friend that is supposed to be here with us, is supposed to join us here today. Okay, so as we get started, just a reminder, I'm going to be asking a truckload of questions, and I expect to answer a truckload of questions from you. But at the same time, I don't want anybody to miss out, right? So click that link and invite somebody, right? Thank you so much. Once again, Isaac Essien, thank you for joining. And if I missed your name, I'm sorry. Bear with me. Gabriel Lekong, hi, how you doing? All right, so we're going to be doing this topic in three different segments. Now, the first part will discuss the benefits that are brought to your business through the Google Business Profile, as well as the various steps that you need to take to set up a Google Business Profile listing and optimize it. Remember, I told you earlier in the last segment that we are going to be having a session. We are going to be having Google Business Profile exclusively. Now, this is just a piece of it. There's another session that is dedicated fully for it. So this is more like going to be a little bit in depth more than what you had in the previous one, right? And then we'll head over to providing top tips for you to plan your digital marketing strategy. Planning is key and it cannot be overestimated, it cannot be overemphasized, right? You cannot underestimate planning based on anything. So planning is very key. We'll be looking at the planning and then we'll head over to look at ways in which you can leverage social media channels, email marketing. We'll speak a little about the Google Ads, the smart campaign, how you can set up the search engine marketing we spoke about in the previous session. All right. Okay, so this is more like a reminder for those of you who are yet to sign up for the Hustle Academy. So if you own a small business, a big business, whatever brand it is, NGO, whatever it is, you want it to grow and want it to scale, Google is offering this free bootcamp for free, right? So all you need to do is just to sign up and you get to join the next cohort. So head over to g.co/Hustle Academy. I'm sure Lorianne can get that link and drop it in the chat. So copy it and keep it somewhere because if you click on it, it may take you out of the call. All right. Okay. So I'm going to begin by asking you my first question. Remember, I asked you to ask me a truckload of questions. So when I ask you, do well to answer me, right? I'll be happy to answer your own too. Is a rub my back, I rub your back kind of thing. All right, so let's begin. So which marketing tools you currently use? So keep the chat busy. Remember to keep Larian busy in the chat. Which marketing tools do you use? Hi, Tolu Lokbe. Thank you so much for joining us once again this morning. And please, if you are yet to hit the thumbs up, please do it. If you are yet to invite somebody, please do it. Click on that share button and invite somebody. So which marketing tools do you currently use? Do you still make use? Are you still stuck with word of mouth? Are you still stuck with somebody referring you until you can get a client? Right? Are you still stuck with social media? Or do you use Google as well? What do you use? So share with me in the chat which of them you use. Which one do you use? Which of the marketing tools do you currently use for your business and for your brand? Which marketing tools do you currently use? So let's keep the chat bubbling. Let's keep it coming. Let's keep it going. We'll be happy to converse with you and to interact with you in the chats. All right. Which tools you use? Social media. Okay. Etienne, thank you so much for sharing that. Who else is saying something? Who is on Google? Who's using Google? Word of mouth. Okay, word of mouth is very powerful. Ada Grace, thank you so much for sharing. Who else? Blessing, Besson, thank you for joining. Social media too. Okay, thank you so much for sharing, Judith. Social media and word of mouth. Isaac Essien, thank you so much for sharing. And who else? Those are very powerful points where businesses are being done. Word of mouth is super powerful, right? So just so you know, nobody can be wrong. Nobody can be wrong. You can't go wrong here, right? So feel free to say anything. The aim is to keep you engaged in the chats. So don't think anybody's going to say you're wrong. No. So whenever I ask questions, be happy to say something, right? Yang media on social media, Tolulokbe social media, Elizabeth, word of mouth, Alice, word of mouth, intermediates, referrals. Yeah. Okay. So thank you so much for sharing social media, word of mouth, and the rest of them. Okay. All right. Word of mouth, Suto, word of mouth, word of mouth, word of mouth. Okay. No business yet. Beautiful. That's why you need to be here. Digital skills does not have restriction for any kind of field. You need to learn those things, right? It's important to learn these things. All right. So let's see how you can set up and optimize your Google Business Profile. And speaking about Google Business Profile, what is Google Business Profile? What is Google Business Profile? To share with us what you think it is, what you know it to be. And I've been mentioning it a couple of times in our last discussion, and I even gave you some hints. I gave you some ideas on what a Google Business Profile typically is. So I want you to show to me that you were picking some things from the last sessions we had, right? And thank you so much for sharing. In favor of Fionn, thank you so much. Yeah. So remember, I said if you can't chat, if you're on your YouTube and you can't chat, what you need to do is after you've clicked the link and it brings you here, you're going to see where you're supposed to be typing. You're going to see activate channel. So click on that place, and then you're going to have to refresh your YouTube. And obviously, you should be logged in with your Gmail, and that's your YouTube. So refresh it, more like close it and open it again. Click the same link, it will bring you back here, and then you'll be able to chat, because I want everybody to be able to converse with us. We want to have that two-way conversation flow, so that I won't be speaking all the English alone. All right, so let us know what you think, or what the Google Business Profile is. What have you heard from us ever since we started talking about the Google Business Profile? I know sometimes somebody must have said they Google My Business, right? That was a former name. That name got changed, I think, about this time last year, right? So it's not anything strange. It's the same thing. It's just the brand changed the name from the Google Business Profile, from the Google My Business to the Google Business Profile. So if you hear GMB or GBP, just know that I'm trying to say the same thing. Okay. And then again, if you've heard of the G Suits, used to be G Suits before now. Now it is Google Workspace. So Google changed names of these products over time. So they may decide tomorrow to wake up and say Gmail is no more called Gmail. They want to call it any other thing. It's up to them, right? So share with us what you think or what you know to be the Google Business Profile. Share with us in the chats, and Lorraine is going to be there to answer to all of them. Okay, so the Google Business Profile is just a free and easy to use tool for businesses and organizations to manage their online presence across the Google search and the Google Maps. I'm sure a lot of you have had times where you went to the map or to Google to make a search about a particular business, and you had a lot of businesses popping up to show you on the map that they have a presence on the map. So it includes some very beautiful features where you get to list the business names, get to find their locations, get to find their operation hours, get to monitor replies and reviews from customers, get to add photos. You have that liberty to add photos. You learn where and how people are searching about your business from the analytics part of it. And then if you verify your business, you can help both customers um, can help yourself and other businesses to tell your business story because it gives you that free website as well, where you get to basically just tell your business story by sharing all this interesting stuff. All right. Excuse me. So you engage with customers on Google for free using the Google Business Profile tool because you get to attract customers with a great business profile. You post pictures, post photos, post videos, and people find out what makes you as a business to be very unique. And then you offer customers more ways to reach you. You find out that some of those businesses, when you click on them to open it, you find out that you can actually call that business directly from search. You don't need to copy the number from search somewhere else. You can call the number directly from search. So you have the search feature, you have the call feature that is available there on the Google Business Profile. You have the messaging feature. You have the reviews tool that people can just drop a review. A customer can just drop a review for you before they pass. And then you get to also see how customers are connecting with your business. The analytics part will offer you that feature where you get to learn about the clicks, the calls, the bookings, the follows, and all those little details. So whether you own a business, a personal business, or you're working for a brand, and you don't have your presence on a Google Business Profile, this is an opportunity for you to learn about the many advantages it can bring to your business. It could be very difficult, especially if you want to locate a particular place and then you go to the map and then you find out that that particular business or that particular brand does not have a presence on the map. Is terribly frustrating. I'm telling you the truth. So you need to be calling and calling and calling. Imagine somebody like is in a city like Abuja, like myself. Um, I don't know a lot of places because technically they even go out a lot. So there are some times you need to step out and you discover that the map is the only rescue you have. If you don't have the map, or if that business is not on the map, that means yeah you have it messed up there already because calling is very draining and very frustrating. Okay, so you have a very simple way of creating a Google business profile. So what you need to do, head over to business.google.com. Lauren can get that link and share it in the chat. Business.google.com. It's easier to find tools on Google. Like I mentioned earlier, if you are looking for the Google business, just head over to business.google.com. If you are going to the Google Trends, it's trends.google.com. If you are going to Google Ads, we'll be speaking about it later, it's ads.google.com. And all those tools, forms, we are doing Google Forms, it's forms.google.com. We are going to build a website on Google Sites, it's sites.google.com. So that's just a hint that can help you to be making search when you're on Google. So all you need to do is add that business name. It's going to ask you, of course, you're going to need to sign in with your Gmail, possibly if you have an official email that is a Gmail, right? So you need to sign in with that Gmail, and then you type in the business name. That business name is not going to be used, is not supposed to be used by any other brand, right? It needs to be unique to you, just like the way you can share your Twitter name. That at something, no other person can have it, right? So you choose a name that is unique to your brand, and then you choose a business category. What you basically do, there are already preset categories there. So what you need to do is find out the one that is closest to what you are doing, right? And then add your business location. It's actually optional. But most times, it's always good that you add a location to your business because people tend to trust a business they can trace. So it's very important to add a location, add your contact details, right? Contact details could be the phone number so that people can always call you directly and learn about you. And then finish and manage the listing. Finishing and managing the listing will need you to add photos, videos, and start receiving testimonials and then activate the Google site. After doing all of that, there's a very important stage, which is the verification process. Now, verification is simply you telling Google, okay, I'm a genuine business. Please verify me. So if you are verified by a brand like Google, that actually gives other people more confidence to do business with you. So you have options of verifying, like the email, you have the option of phone number, you have the option of the search console. But most times, I always advise you find an option when you are setting it up that will ask you to verify letter. Choose verify letter, and then reach out to one of the Google partners that can get you verified. I'm not quite sure why, but I know somebody used the email method to get either email or phone number to verify. And then after a couple of weeks, the verification was revoked for some reason. I'm not sure. So it's even better you reach out to one of the Google partners to get you verified. And Google will always be sending you reminders on your dashboard that you should get verified, because if you don't get verified, there's some things you can't do. You wouldn't be able to, even if you post pictures, nobody can see those pictures. Videos, nobody can see them. Reviews, nobody can drop reviews for you, because reviews is like the word of mouth that we're having. Word of mouth is powerful, it's a very powerful marketing tool. So if you don't have your business profile verified, nobody can drop a review for you. And a lot of other things that are available on that space that you wouldn't be able to make use of. You can't see the analytics parts and all those little. So Google will always be reminding you every time if your business is not verified. So you can reach out to Google partners, the likes of opera.com/OFB, and Opera, they are a verification partner, and then they can help you get verified. You can reach out to Africa 118, or you can reach out to Impactor, the partner that is having this session right now. Okay, so what Impactor is also a verification partner that can help you get your business verified in no long space of time. So I'm sure Lorian can get a link and share it with you in the chat, so that you can apply to get verified after you set up your Google business profile, or maybe you have a Google business profile that is yet to be verified. All of those are very, very key. And remember, I spoke about Google Business Profile being your local search engine optimization tool. So if you don't have your local SEO properly done, you'll be losing out on a lot of things, especially ranking on the first page. Okay, so a complete business profile listing is important. It's very, very important, because you have 2.7 times more likelihood to be considered reputable. You have 7 times more clicks than an incomplete one. And then you have 70% more likelihood to attract a local visits. And then you have 50% more likelihood to lead to a purchase. What that directly means is, if your business profile is incomplete, you have 2.7 times more likelihood not to be considered reputable, 7 times less click than an incomplete one, and you have 70% more likelihood not to attract a local visit, and 50% more likelihood not to lead to a purchase, because people are not visiting you. So just put one over all of those options I mentioned. It's more like if you're not doing it properly, you lose all these chances. So what you need to do is to get it done properly. Get your listing properly completed. So managing your listing will also need you to have all this information in place. So you make sure you just logged in to your Google business profile, and then search for your business. Now, before now, you had the option of the apps. You can download the Google My Business app or the Google Business Profile app from Play Store. But that has been phased out, right? So Google wants you to be able to manage your profile directly from search. So what you need to do is, on that browser that you're using, if you are logged in with your email, the email that you use to set up the Google Business Profile, you just need to search for that business name. And then your business profile shows up to you. And then you can manage it from there. You see a couple of options right up the search results, and then you can find to update your information. You can create photos directly from search. You can add photos. You can view and reply to reviews. You can head over to your website, and all those little options, they're all available there for you to be able to get your things done quite easily. It's better than jumping to type business.google.com every time and then navigate to that particular place before. No, it used to be a very long process. Or maybe going to the app. The app even had a few restrictions. So the search is the easiest I've seen, right? So adding those photos and being able to receive those reviews is very, very key, very, very important. And you can only do that if you have a proper Google business profile setup. Okay, so let's speak about adding photos. Now, images have become ever more important in online presence and in marketing. Like, you can bear me witness that there are some brands that don't even write anything on their image. They don't even write anything on their captions again. All they do is just to design an image and then they send it out there. So one of the core images that should matter to you as a business is your logo. Your logo is very, very key. Now, I keep saying, imagine a brand like Mercedes or BMW not having a logo. How will it even look like? I was telling somebody my name yesterday, and the person like, I've heard your name in a particular advert. The person was, I'm like, Guinness. Yes, it's an old advert, right? But that still sticks, and that still brings that image back. You may not even remember the entire storyline, but sometimes there's this mental picture that your logo builds in the minds of your viewers. So a business without logo, what are you doing? You need to have a logo, of course, and then you upload that logo on your Google Business profile. And you have a cover photo as well, cover photo that best represents what your business is. And then every other photos, add additional photos that highlights your features, your businesses. I know the Google Business profile will always ask people that visited your business place to drop a review, and then it can also be an opportunity for them not to just drop a review, but also add their own photo. All of those come up to build what you are doing, because all of this is called digital footprints. Whether you are present on social media, present on Google, present on Facebook, wherever you are, they are all your footprints. They all add up eventually. They add up eventually to how you perform on search. Like I keep saying, if you type your name on Google, you will cross the internet and shows to you where your name is present. As it uses those keywords to make a search, it will show to you the number of millions of results that it has had from that search before at the top part. And then it show to you where your name has a presence on the entire internet. Obviously, you're going to see your LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter. Maybe if you have a Google Business profile, you find it there, and all those places. So it's all digital footprints. Everything adds up based on how much you are giving the internet information. Everything adds up eventually to how you perform on search. So all those pictures are important. The ones people are writing about you, the reviews, the pictures they upload about you, they are all very, very important. So you need to encourage people and make them feel happy to do it. Right? Okay, that was just by the way, but it was important I said that. Okay, so updating your opening hours, you just head over to the info section of your Google Business profile, and then you're going to find all those options where you can add your operation hours. You need to add, you work 24 hours, or do you work from 8 to 5, 8 to 4, do you work from 12 to 12 like a witch? However you do it, you just choose your operation hours, how basically you do your business, so that people are kept in the loop around what you do. Imagine a business imagine I search about a business and I find out that they work between 8 to 5, and then I'm calling them by 3 o'clock and nobody picks. Let's say that particular day they were off. Maybe somebody was getting married or something, and they did not update it on their Google Business profile. And I called and I didn't find anybody pick up the call. Do you think I'll come back to that business? Somebody like me, I will not come back. I won't come back. I'll look for the next one, because there are other people doing the same thing you are doing. It's a contest. You are competing against other brands, right? So you need to stay and keep people up to date with what you do. If you change your operation hours, update it there. Whether it's a day you're not going to be available, make sure you remember to update it, because you never can say who is going to search at that particular time when you're not going to be available, right? And then there are other informations too that you can update from that your info section. You can find your products, your services, you highlight some major points, or you have your appointment link, or some other little details that are available there for you to update. Appointment links, if you are a very busy type, you can make use of tools like Calendly. So Calendly is more like you set up your free hours and you state it on the Calendly availability, and then you just copy a link and share, so that somebody can just look at, okay, just click on that your Calendly link, and then the person will see all your available hours and then can just pick one of them, and then it books you automatically and sends a message automatically to your Google Calendar. It books you already for that meeting without you having to interfere with that negotiation, because you've already given that person all your free hours, right? So that is what that appointment place is for. You can always add your link of your free operation hours, so that people can always see you and book. There's some offices that you can't go without an appointment. So that is what that appointment link is meant for. You need to book an appointment before you visit. Okay, so staying competitive with Google My Business, because the platform gives you a couple of options to take advantage of. Now you get to have the ability to make informed marketing decisions based on the feedbacks that you are receiving, based on the reviews and the feedback you are getting from your customers and clients that have done businesses with you. Now, one thing you should know that some other person coming in the future to do business with you um, is as relevant as the person that just left. So the person that just left needs to drop a review of how your business and your brand, your products, your services are, so that you can give the other person confidence to actually begin to get that business done with you. I personally read reviews first before even doing any other thing. Before looking at the price, I look at the reviews first. And then you also get to learn from the successes and the mistakes of others. There's people in your industry, people that are doing the same thing that you're doing. You get to understand what they're doing, get to understand their mistakes, you get to see what they're not doing well, and then you take advantage of that. And then you understand what services to offer your customers because they give you feedback, you know what they want, right? And then from also that competitor research, you also identify what can make you stand out. What is that unique selling point that you have that can make you stand out from among the whole list? And then you discover the industry trends and everything, customer preferences around your brand. Okay, so let's look at a case study of Invalid Design. So Invalid Design is a clothing brand from Cape Town township of Kayetlit. And then what they did was they opened a Google business profile, added business information, added their product store, added their products and store photos, and then they made their posts regular. They highlighted their new products, prices, and business updates, and then they created that free website that is present on the Google business profile. And now what they had was 1.5K views in the first 10 days, and then they had 2 extra people added to their team, and then they had 30% of people find Invalid Design listing while searching for a category. That means a clothing category in Cape Town. And then we also have another case study of Juma Stores. So Juma Stores was founded in 2009, and it's a small ecotourism business that was started by Juma and Kwela. And then what they did was that they added their business information and photographs, and they made posts frequently, and they responded to customer reviews. And this is what Juma had to say. He said, Google Business Profile is a perfect tool to stand out, showcase different thoughts, stay in touch with customers, promote new offers, and win new clients. Winning new clients is very, very key. So now they had 89 plus listing visits in the first week, just the first week, and then they had 3 extra people added to their team based on the traffic they were having. And then they had 56% of clients who found their business via generic search, and then 53% found their businesses on their business listing on search. So the next one I want to read would have been your business, but you don't have a presence on the Google Business Profile. So what do you need to do? Set up on the Google Business Profile, because you can create some more employment if you're having that much traffic drawn to your business over a short period of time, obviously. All right. So I'm going to be taking the first pause to answer to your questions. So if you have questions for me, this is the time to get me answering them. Thank you so much. Okay, so Andre Song, the medium of verification for the Google is quite difficult. So I'd like to know more about the verification process, especially how it's done. Is the verification done via phone call or ID card? Okay, so I earlier mentioned that, Andre Song, I'm sure you listened to me when I was speaking that part. So our advice, when you get to that point, just click on verify letter, right? Then reach out to a Google partner. Lorian has shared that link already. So please just jump on that link, and then you get verified in no time. It's a very simple process. Okay, thank you so much, Etienne Karika. And who else is saying something? Informed marketing decisions. Andre Song. Okay, so what happens basically is you have a lot of people dropping reviews for you, right? So they get to tell you, okay, this product, I don't like it. Can you do this? Can you do that? Or I'm satisfied with your services. I don't like the way you follow up customers. People will drop things. People will even say bad things in the reviews. So now you gather up all those information, and then you get to make, should I change the product? Should I change the approach of how I'm approaching my customers? Should I just stay on Google, or should I try another platform? And then remember, it's not only you that is doing the same thing, that is doing the business you're doing, right? You also get to find your competitors in the same space doing the same thing. So all you need to do is find out what they are doing well and copy. It's not a crime to copy. They must have copied somebody else. Copy it and make it, tweak it to make it unique to you, right? If they have a flaw that you think you can take advantage of, why not? Maybe if their customer service is very harsh on people, you can find that out, and then you make sure that your customer service is very mild and very nice, showing great empathy to customers. So you take advantage of what they're not doing properly, and then you're good. Yeah, Anderson, I hope that served. Thank you so much for asking. Yeah, I just answered that. Inform marketing decisions. So Anderson again, a brand revolving with respect to customer preferences. Yes, of course, you need to build a product. Whatever you're doing is for the customers. So you need to give them what they want. If they tell you, maybe if you sell cookies, maybe they tell you your cookies is not sweet. You can make sweetened cookies, and you can make cookies without a lot of sugar. So people that want the sweetened one, you give it to them. People that want the ones that are not sweetened, you give it to them. Some people have preferences based on their health, their age. Some people don't like eating sugar. Like they always advise the male folks not to be eating sugar. So I'm just making an instance anyway. So all of those fall under the marketing decision and the customer preferences. Everything needs to come from what they're feeding you back with. Because you're actually building the products, you're building the services for them. Without them, there's no business. Thank you so much, Andrew, for asking. How do you patronize business on Google? Is it by customer review or product quality? It depends, right? It all depends on what you want. But of course, you need to make your product to be top notch. Your product needs to be top quality, right? So that somebody can be happy to say something good about you. So the product needs to be on point. Customer services. Some people don't have the patience to endure with very harsh customer service people, right? So it's either they just stop visiting that particular business and find some other one. Whether your product is good or not, it's none of their business. They're off. Yeah, so the product is important. Customer service is very important as well. So everything must be done properly, on points, right? Okay. Are there negative side effects like disadvantages? On what, please? Favor, please throw more light on that. In a case when your business is yet to grow, can this Google My Business be applicable? Of course, it's a marketing tool. Tolilokbe, thank you so much for asking. That is actually why Google is presenting it to you, because it will help your business actually to grow. People go to Google to make a search. People go to Google always to make search. Imagine you without Google. How will life be without Google? Because people jump on Google to search for everything: what to eat, how to prepare what to eat, anything, price of products, reviews on that product, anything. Just think about anything. So if people go to make that search and you are not available, you lost out on a client. You just lost out on a client. So you need to be available there. So speaking about digital footprints now, Udeme, thank you so much for asking. It's like again, I have a need. I jump on Google and I type that particular product, and I'm not seeing anything. And I own it. Somebody somewhere owns a business that is supposed to give me that information. So that particular person has lost out on that, on me who went to make that search. But if you had maybe that particular business had an online presence on Facebook, maybe had same on Instagram, maybe had same on LinkedIn, maybe had same on TikTok, and maybe had same on Google, the Google business profile, you give Google enough materials to work with. For instance, if you make a search now, Google is going to show to you, if you check the top part of the result page, you see about 1 million results. That means from the 1 million results, this is what we are presenting to you. They'll show to you the first page. If you go down to the bottom part, you see page 2, 3, 4, 5, and the rest of them. So what that's showing to you is more like Google has scanned the entire internet based on the keyword that you type to make that search. And then Google is going to pick up websites that have that have those names, those keywords present on all those websites. They'll present it to you in a short space of time. For instance, if you type your name now on Google, what you're going to be seeing is your LinkedIn or wherever your business, wherever you have online presence, right? Google is going to present all of that to you. So what I was trying to say there is all those your presence on all those various platforms is what is called digital footprint. You have a footprint somewhere. You have a footprint on LinkedIn. You have a footprint on Google. You have a footprint on Facebook. So a summation of all of that is more like you telling Google what Google should help you, how Google should help you by giving it enough materials to work with. It applies same to your business, right? Let's say it's not about you now. It's about your business. So Google is going to have enough materials, pick from here, pick from here, pick from here, pick from here, and then shows it to somebody that is actually making a search, right? I hope you understand that, Udeme. Thank you so much for asking. Who else is asking me a question? And Anderson, without Google, we'll all depend on brain power. And that was very, very difficult. You can bear me witness that a few years ago, hopefully you're not in the millennials. A few years ago, it used to be very difficult. You go to the library to make search, find books and all. It used to be stressful. Whereas with your smartphone now, you can do a lot. There's so much information available in our age, right? Yeah. Thank you so much, Andre. Thank you for keeping the chat bubbling, everybody. How many persons can manage your Google business profile if you have more customers to attend to? As long as a person has access to that your Google, to that your Gmail, that's it. So let's say you have your Gmail registered on my phone, on your wife's phone, on your sister's phone, on your social media manager's phone. So whenever they type that business name on search, it will show to them as if they're the owners of the business, so they can manage it from wherever they are. Yeah. Thank you so much, Victor, for asking that. That's very beautiful. And funny tone, the aim of Google is profits. How do we make profit through Google? Google is giving you a free platform to advertise your business. I don't know how better a brand can be. Funny tone, thank you so much for asking. I don't know how better a brand can be to give you their platform to advertise their business. I don't know how better, how more generous a brand could be, right? So see it from the angle of they're actually giving you the platform and not them making profits. What profit do they make from you getting calls to your business? I don't think they make any profit. It's just you being on their platform to do your business. Yeah, thank you so much, Fun. Favor of young, disadvantage is the digital footprint. Yes, in a way. That is why the internet does not forget. I know you've heard that before. The internet doesn't forget. That means you need to be careful what information is going out. If there's an information you don't want to be in the public space, don't let it get out to the internet. As simple as that. Keep what you don't want for the public. 6 years down the line, you still see all those information online. So it's an advantage and it's a disadvantage too. I'm sure a lot of you have seen very terrible videos out in that space, out in the internet space, on Twitter and the rest of those places. So you don't want those kind of information going out. So as much as you want to build your digital footprint to be a credible place, I think also it's important that you have a reputable business brand to put out there. Okay. GBP is, yes, the Google business profile is free. It attracts no fees. Thank you so much, Grace, for asking. And can one use the Google business profile to register those that are not on Google to make money? It all depends on what your business is doing, right? So the Google business profile is free. It's completely free. Udeme, thank you so much for asking. It's completely free. And yeah, so you can register people that want to make money or don't want to make money. It's all your choice. Your business can be service focused. Your business can be product focused, all depending on what you want to achieve. Okay, we spent so much time answering questions. So let me just rush through the second part on how you can plan your digital marketing strategy. So what type of marketing have you used previously? I want you to drop it for me in the chat. So now we have the traditional marketing and we have the digital marketing. The traditional marketing are the newspapers, the billboards, the TVs, and every other thing, the out-of-home advertising that don't use the internet. While digital marketing, we have the search ads, we have the video ad, the ones you find on your video on your YouTube. We have the display ad, those ones that appear on your websites when you're browsing. Yes, very eye-catchy ones. And then let's see a couple of differences between the digital marketing and the traditional marketing. So we have the digital marketing is low cost, traditional is costly. Digital is interactive and engaging. Traditional is one way and it's non-reciprocal. You can't talk to the billboard. Digital, you have high return on investments because you're targeting the exact people. Traditional, it has short-term results. The billboard will fade after a while, right? The traditional is also hard to measure. Digital is easy to measure. You can see the number of people that engage with the post, and then digital spreads fast and wide based on the fact that you're using the internet. And then the traditional is tangible and is permanent, while the digital is time consuming because you need to sit down to create content before you get it out. Okay, so a couple of digital marketing types are the email marketing, the social media marketing, display marketing, content marketing, and search engine marketing. I know you've mentioned a couple of these in the previous session we had. Okay, so a couple of ways to reach people at the right time with the Google Ads. So I told you we are going to be discussing about the Google Ads. And just so you know, 87.3% of searches are conducted on Google. Like I asked you earlier, what can you do without Google? So going to the library to search for books, it used to be very tedious. You know, the internet just broke in not so long ago. Let's say in the early 2000s. So imagine a life without Google. And then you have 63% of people have clicked on Google Ads. So that is to tell you that Google Ads is very powerful for what you want. Remember, the Google Ads is a search engine marketing. Remember when I explained the difference between the search engine marketing and the search engine optimization? If you have the search engine optimization is going to be you using some ideas to bring your website to the first page over time. Takes time. But the search engine marketing, which is a Google Ads, is the one that you just pay money to Google and tell Google, please put my website in the front. You put it in the front the following day after they approve the ad, even the same day, self, right? And they'll put it at the top, not just in front. You understand? So the search engine optimization is a longer process. The search engine marketing is a shorter process. And I call it the senior brother of the search engine optimization. So what you need to do is a very simple process. This is how to set up a smart campaign. So you head over to ads.google.com, and then you click on campaigns, select new campaigns, and then you are going to be creating your ads in a few steps. The first step is for you to tell Google your goal, decide where to advertise, the location, create your message, set your budget cap, and then go live. So let's look at each of them shortly. Now, the first step, which is telling Google your goal, your Google is going to ask you, what do you want to achieve? Do you want to get more calls? Do you want to increase visits to your store? Do you want to drive people to your website? And now you see a lot of all these prompts on your Google business profile. Google will be asking you, do you want to run ads? Start an ad journey, something like that. They'll just be throwing it up and down. And that's a Google business profile page. So when you click on it to bring it to this particular first step where you create the ad, and then you tell Google your goal. What do you want to achieve? When you finish with that part, head over to the part, you tell Google the locations that you want to do your business. Do you want to target the entire of Akwa Ibom? Do you want to target only Uyo? Or do you want to target a radius around you, a kilometer radius around you? What you need to do just to move that at reach button to the right. If you take it down, what they're reducing it. Or you can type those individual cities, right? And then create a message that is compelling, create a message that is catchy, right? There should be something about your message that will make me to click that your ad. You can also add some banner photos to make it great enough and make it more compelling. And then when you finish with the adding of the message, you head over to parts where you add, you set a budget. Remember, the Google Ads is flexible. You can just wake up one morning and you don't want it to run again. You just go and stop it, or you can go and pause it. And then you set a budget of how much you want to spend. And then the amount you fix in there, Google is going to give you an estimate of the results you are going to be getting, whether it's a website visit or clicks or calls or office visits. You find the estimate based on the figure. And now, what another thing you should know is the location. The wider the location you choose, the more money to consume from you, because you are reaching a wider audience. If I'm targeting the entire of Nigeria, I'm planning for about 206 million people. If I'm targeting social media channels, and email marketing. Am I still there? Am I still there? Am I good now? Please check for me. Am I good? Okay. Sorry, guys. I think my internet threw me off for a bit. All right. Thank you. So I'm not sure where you lost me, but I'll just pick up from where I stopped. All right. So which social media channels do you use currently? So share with us. I know a lot of you have shared it earlier. Yeah. So how can social media actually help that your business to grow? So you have it that 85% of UK population are on social media. 85%. We have 77% of Africans on social media platforms. So it's a good place to connect with your customers because you get to generate more sales from there. People are always on social media, whether on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, and all those places. People are always there. You even find more people on social media platforms than on Google, on any search engine, because people always run to Google to actually make a search, right? And then you get to add value to your brand. You get to have that ability to interact and have that two-way conversation with your customers, and ultimately improve your marketing by helping yourself to get noticed, helping yourself to attract people to visit your site, and keeping an eye on your competitors. So now there are two types of social media marketing. We have the organic social media and the paid ones. So now, just like the name says, the organic one is a free one. Just like if you are drawing a different, if you are drawing an analogy between the search engine marketing and the search engine optimization. The search engine optimization is a free one, the one you just do what you need to do for you to get to page one. That applies same to the organic social media marketing, just like the regular post you make. You don't pay for those ones. You don't pay for those views, clicks, and all of that. But for the paid one, the ones you get to pay to reach more people, you pay for those views, the action, the clicks, and all of that. So you get to reach only your followers and friends of your followers with the organic one, which is a free one. But you get to reach more people. You can reach people that are not within your circle, right? All right. So how do you get started? How do you get set up on the social media platform? So you need to have a couple of ideas before you get started with social media marketing. So you need to identify your target audience. Who are these guys? And what are they into? Who or what influences them? You get to find their interest. You get to find their behavior, their location, their demographics. Which social media platforms do they use? Are they present on Facebook? Are they present on Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, Pinterest, TikTok? And just so I ask, how many people are on TikTok? Please let me know if you're on TikTok. TikTok has been catching a lot of traction of late. So just share with me in the chats if you're on TikTok. And then very importantly, post engaging content regularly, the photos, the videos, the blog posts. And you need to make it useful, and sometimes you can even be having live broadcast, infographics, and all of that. They are very, very key. So it's going to be you asking yourself a truckload of questions about who a typical audience of yours is. You need to have a customer persona. Persona is a fictitious image of who an audience of yours, a typical audience of yours is, right? You may need to know if it's female, are they only females, are they female and male, what is their age, where do they live, what platforms do they use, what platforms are they frequented, when are they usually online, where do they work? You need to narrow it down. Ask yourself a truckload of questions and answer them before you get to have your business properly set up on any of these platforms. Now, it doesn't just apply to the social media, whether you are running a search engine marketing, social media, whatever platform it is, so that you can be able to tailor your message to the right set of, for it to sit well with the right set of people. Okay, so having spoken that much about social media marketing, let's speak about the email marketing. I'm sure a lot of you have used email marketing before for your businesses. A lot of you got an invite here through your emails, right? So how can email marketing help your business? Are you using the email marketing, any of the email marketing platform? Please share with us again in the chat. So let's see how you can get started with email marketing. So now you get to select an email marketing platform. There are free platforms, the likes of MailChimp. MailChimp can give you 2,000 free emails per day, right? And then you have advanced ones like you have the likes of Active Campaign, you have SendGrid, you have Drip, you have Aweber, you have Constant Contact, you have Send in Blue. There are a lot of them, right? And those ones have some very more beautiful extra features. So, and again, you build a contact list. Make sure you have permission from those people that you are trying to contact to be available for you. You have their permission to be able to be sending them emails, and then use those contents to generate new contact by making sure that the content is rich enough for them to tell somebody else about it. Hmm? Invite people to subscribe, just like we invite you to subscribe to our YouTube channels. Invite people to subscribe, and then segment and group the list. Create relevant and useful content. Your content must be useful. It must be, keep it useful, keep it personalized. It should be something like, "Dear Udeme, call me my name. I'll feel more important." You need to treat people like VIPs. Treat them as very important people because they gave you permission for it to be coming into their inbox every time, right? So make it personalized and make it useful. Make it worth their time of reading. So a couple of tips for email marketing success. Now, the first you need to do is to segment and group your listing for relevant content. Now, segmentation would technically just mean that you are grouping your email contacts based on some set of criteria, right? Based on maybe their geographic location, maybe based on their interest, maybe based on their purchase history, or something, right? It could be some people that have already responded to a particular email, and there are some people that have already completed some journey steps, right? Some people have passed through the first part of the funnel, they're in the second part. So the messages for set one should not be the same messages like set two. Some people that have paid for the product before, the messages should be different. So you segment those lists, you can segment it based on the locations where they exist, based on their interest, or any of those other options, right? So segmentation is very key. So I don't send the wrong information to the wrong people. Sending it in bulk may not be the best method. So you need to segment, tailor the message for this class, tailor the message for this class separately, so that to appeal more. And then keep it very simple. Test it on many devices, 2, 3 devices. You can test it on your Mac, test it on your Windows, test it on your iPhone, test it on your Android, test it on all devices to see how actually they look, right? So that if something is wobbling, you can see it here and correct it before you send it out in bulk. And then importantly, measure the open and click rates to optimize your campaigns. You get to measure how many people opened the email, how many people did not open the email, how many people deleted it, how many people unsubscribed after your last campaign, how many people actually signed up for what you want to do. You check all those stuff because the email marketing platform gives you all of those statistics to be able to see what is happening around that campaign, right? Okay, so this is going to be the last pause to answer your questions. I'm sure a lot of you filled your attendance already. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so the form, if you don't have access to it, just go up there and just click again. I'm sure Lauren can share that form again so that people that missed it can just fill it up again. And if you have trouble with verifying, please just click on that link, and Lauren shared that form already. Click on that, and then you just reach out to Impact to help you verify. Thank you so much, everybody, for being so patient with me. My internet threw me off. I didn't even realize. Okay, everybody, thank you. All right. Is there any question? Any questions? Okay, I think I've answered more of the questions earlier. Yeah, thank you so much, Emmanuel. The slides will not be shared, right? But I'm going to give you something better than the slides, right? So just hang on, give me the next couple of minutes. Yeah, okay, I saw a question. I've seen a question here from Ada Grace. How long does it take to create and get a GBP going, considering the verification period? Okay, so setting up a GBP should not take you 5 minutes, maybe less, maybe a little more, maybe 10. And then getting it verified, based on the partner you're using, some of them could be almost instant. Some of them may take maybe like 7 days. Some may take maybe like 7 working days at worst. So let's just say 2 weeks. So you can set it up and start using it, but the verification part may take you maybe like 2 weeks tops. I've not heard any partner that does beyond 2 weeks before. And let me even tell you something. Before now, it was even more difficult to get verification done. Google need to send physical people to come to your store to check that that business actually exists, right? So it used to be more difficult to get verification done. They come and they don't find you, you don't actually exist, they're off. Then they later move to the part where you request for verification through a postcode. The one I did, the postcode took 4 months. That was far back in 2017. You don't want to pass through that. So Google have made a lot of things quite easy now, right? At that grace, I hope that served. Thank you so much for asking. Okay. All right. So I hope you can still see me. 2 weeks max. Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you so much, everybody, for all your questions and everything. So this is just a reminder for the Hustle Academy. Lauren is going to share the link again. It's a 1 week that Google is going to teach you everything from um, your growth plan to sales to marketing to financing, showing you ways you can get finance for your business, and then they'll teach you how to pitch, and then they are going to match you to a mentor to walk you through. So, and it's all free. Like like I said earlier, I wouldn't know how better a brand could be generous. They give you the platform, they teach you for free. People pay a lot of money for these things. Trust me, you can check them out there. So Google is offering this for free. So take advantage of it. If you own a business that you want it to grow, you want it to scale, right? So take advantage of that. And the guy that asked for the slides, this is what is more than the slide. The slide are just bullet points, right? So you head over to learndigital.google.com/courses/digital skills/courses. You're going to find a lot of courses that you can learn. Most of them are free. The ones that are coming from Google are all free. You can find a certification for the Google Digital Garage, and then you take that course, and it's a 40-hour course. You take it and you get certified by Google. You learn an overview across everything we've learned today and even more details. Okay, so take advantage of this space and get certified from not just digital marketing, from every other thing. And then follow us on social media platform, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. The links will be shared in the chat. And then follow Impact Her as well on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. And please take a screenshot and then share it on your social media platforms and tell Google Digital Skills for Africa how useful the content that came out from this channel is. And just so before I say thank you, please hit the thumbs up again, hit the subscribe button, turn on that notification bell again, right? And that's it. So I'm going to be seeing you again on Monday by 1 p.m. So thank you so much for all the engagement. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And special shout outs to Awandek for making this possible. Okay, thank you so much, Awandek, for making this possible. So before you jump off, please drop your favorite emojis and tell Lorian thank you for keeping you busy also in the chats. The attendance form is there. Please remember to fill it. It's important to fill it. That attendance form is going to be closed as soon as this broadcast ends. So you need to fill the attendance so that you get that certificate sent to you. If you don't fill the attendance, there's no way we'll be able to get the certificates, right? There's no way you'll be able to get the certificates across to you. So you need to fill it per session. Click on that link to take you to a browser. Fill it there. It should take you less than 1 minute. So just do it, right? So thank you so much once again, everybody. I want to see your favorite emojis before you jump off. Thank you so much, Charity. I can see that. And Inyang Medium, thank you so much for dropping that. And who else is dropping emojis for me? Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. So see you guys on Wednesday, 1 p.m. Keep to time, right? We keep to time too. So and we just shot maybe like 5 minutes. So thank you so much, everybody. I can see you, Judith. I can see you, Etemedate. I can see you, Favor. I can see you, Inyang Media. I can see you, Favor. And everybody that will be dropping the emojis. IT Judge, thank you so much. Judith, Ajay Charity, and everybody. Wednesday, 1 p.m. Please let's keep it a date. and then we'll be happy. Andre Song, thank you for all your plenty questions. Thank you so much. Okay, so see you guys on Monday, and enjoy the rest of your week and the rest of your day. All right?